Hello, and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com, where we teach you the elements of criminal law. All right, teens, 13 to 17. I keep repeating that. Why? So you'll know these tapes, these lessons are concerning you. If you are age 12, please do go to the adolescent. Stay on that side. Okay, there's going to be a time when you can view if you desire, because it's the same laws, okay, if you desire to come over those where those are 13 to 17, because they sit in a certain category. Age 13, you can be emancipated if you have your act together, okay? At age 12, they won't do it. Most courtrooms will not do it. They won't even touch it, so don't even ask them. All right, now, up to 17, and that's before your birthday. So it's all important. It's important 5 years. And you have to focus, and you have to concentrate. So if you're 12, you're still really up under your parents. You cannot be emancipated. That's why the 13-year-olds are in this group when it comes to the teens. Not because they turned 13, because it could have been a 12 teen. How's that for a little common sense? All right, so understand that. All right, if you have an older brother, older sister, and they want you to come and sit there and watch, don't go ahead of yourself, because you'll be worried about things that do not apply to you. Well, I want to know what's going to happen when I turn 13. Nothing. You're going to look at the same tapes they will be looking at, or tapings, okay? So, understand that. But I don't want you to get out, because you need to, if something happens at age 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you're responsible for that. Okay? If something happened and you're 13, but you're not 13, get it? All right. So, we're not going to lie about our age. All right. So, if you are 18, get over there with adults. Look at the adults 18 to 61 tapings. Same laws. You have a lot to lose, but it's a lot different, because adults are not. And right there, I don't care 1 foot into your 18th birthday. 1 second in the second in a moment, in a second in a moment. Ooh, right there, when the clock goes, right? You are an adult in America. There's no line that is foggy or vague. There are no blurred lines. You are 18 shown up. And you are an adult, and you're going to be treated like one. All right? So, if you're going to commit a crime, you better do it now. But I'm here to tell you right now, we're not going to play with you. These are adult crimes. Don't do them. I'm just being a little, if you're going to do it, and you just determined and can't nobody stop you, and you're going to ruin your life. You're going to ruin your life. So don't do nothing at all. If you want to do something, go look at our further reading. And maybe that'll change your mind. Go on the internet and start looking up these sentences. Ooh, maybe that'll change your mind. Look up different crimes. Look on and catch up with videos of trials. Maybe that'll change your mind. See if you can sit through that. If you can't sit through a court trial, you have no business breaking the law. Do you guys get this? I hope you do. I hope you do. Now, I ain't mad. I am determined to get these myths out of your head. No, officers are not bad. Yes, they do rape you in court. Rape you in prison. Yes, you are to sit up nice and like a lady and a gentleman in a courtroom. No, you can't play around. No, you can't get up and go to the bathroom anytime you please. No. No, your mother and father cannot take you home. They can't visit you anytime they want to. There are a lot of rules. So, no matter what, you don't like rules, don't get locked up. You don't like rules, don't ever get arrested. That means you're not going to be doing anything to get arrested. I didn't say go below the radar. Did I say that? I know what that means. I did not say stay below the radar. No, don't play the game because you're going to get hurt. There's always somebody telling on somebody. Don't be nobody's fool. All right? And don't be your own worst enemy either. Don't think you so wise and so smart and so cunning that you could do something by yourself and get away with it. I don't think so. See, the thing about it is you can't talk to the people who've tried these things. If there are 70 million people with criminal records and they're not serving any time, that means they're out of the system. But they have the record and they're looking for jobs. And you got 7.1 in the system. All right? And that's in the adult system. In the juvie system, you have nearly 100,000 kids. Somebody needs to start teaching something. You need to start going, wait a minute. It's like there's this huge dragnet just swooping up people. But it can't swoop you up if you're not there. If you're not in the burning building at the time it's on fire, you can't get burned. You can't get any smoke on you. You can't even inhale the smoke because you're not even there. I hope you guys understand that. Don't play. You're not going to like it. No one likes being locked up. No one but no one. They all hate it. And they all wish they could get out at one time or another. Some people look at it as hopeless. They'll never get out. Some people just settle with the fact. Wow. Men and women and children. And you can have all the regrets in the world. Just go get a big old roll of toilet paper and wipe your tears because you're not coming out. You can scream, you can holler, you can bounce off the walls, you can attempt suicide. They don't care. You only are coming out when they say so. And if they forget, there are people that that have shorter sentences than life, and they in there. And they go, man, that was supposed to be out 10 years ago. Yeah, I know. Ooh, they overlooked because the system's so big, and there's 50 states, and each state has a prison. Each county has a jail. So if each county has a jail and a courthouse, there's 16,000 plus. You gonna be in one of those? Just because you're in your area. Now let me tell you too, all our systems are linked. We want fingerprints, your spit. Let me start again. Fingerprints and your DNA. We want your feet prints. They print you from head to toe. And all that for what? Because you broke one of these? Yeah. Because you could murder someone. You could be part of a scheme. Look at all those other 35, 65 laws and tell me, you think they got the time? Let me put them all together. I'm going to keep showing you all these stacks. Yes, I am. I'm determined. This doesn't make any sense. Look, I want you to just go through your book when you get your book and go, wow. People do that, huh? Yep. And you new to this earth? You haven't even reached adulthood? Don't do it. You got a nice white dress on, a nice white shirt. You don't want to stain. You don't. And you'd be a fool to get in trouble when I done taught you better. Hello. You would be a fool to get in trouble when I taught you better. There's all types of groups out here to help you. There's all types of mentors. Everybody just love helping. They don't want to see another group of teenagers become adults and then start the same thing all over again. The law is winning. when you got 70 million people with criminal records that are living and breathing and can't get jobs? McDonald's won't even hire you. I'm going to tell you what CopTube is about. We're about helping people repair their hearts and their minds and their souls and their lives. And if you accidentally do something like this, and then they say, well, take a CopTube America course, take it. Take it again and again and again and again till you get the thing right. Don't mess up. You got to have some self-discipline all the way through life. All the way through life. It takes one time. One time. You can go in for life one time. People don't believe that, but it does. I wish, we have some videos up there talking about the viciousness of crime. But I'm here to tell you right now, some people are very nice and they're not vicious about it. Like tax evasion. Isn't that what the people used to say that was? It was a crime, a low crime, and that no one is getting hurt actually. That's a lie. It take a human being to do it. What are they coming after? Human being things. Bang! Like money. Who made the rules? Human beings. Who's trying to avoid human beings? Then who are you hurting? Human beings. This taxes don't sit up there like a piece of fruit all by themselves on a tree. Who told people that? All right. Elements making up the crime of tax evasion. And this is a white-collar crime. All right? Doesn't make it special. It's just how it's categorized, y'all. 1, a tax deficiency. 2, an affirmative act of evasion or attempted evasion of tax. Taxes are like, guys, a membership. You got to pay your membership. You got to pay your dues. Okay? Just don't mess with the taxes. IRS be on their thing. There's one coming after you, federal, and the feds don't give you no breaks. All right, states will give you breaks. Feds, they ain't playing with you. Number 3, willfulness by the defendant. All you have to do is real simple. You got 3 elements. It takes 3. They know. Willfully, you make an attempt. It's affirmative act. Tax evasion. Don't do your taxes here. Real simple. You better, guys, you better do your taxes. You have a choice whether you want to vote at the age of 18 or not, but you don't have a right to avoid paying your taxes or submitting all the forms, 1040 or 1099. If you own your own business or want to own your own business, you got to need a 1099 form, and then there's employee form, okay? They know by your Social Security number. And the government has gotten really good at this because there's so much information out here. All right, and watch your Social Security numbers as well. All right, but they're not going to play with you. And if they send you notices in the mail, answer to them. Don't you ignore them. They will garnish your paychecks. They will levy. All right, they will put a lien on your property. You will not get loans. Understand that. All right? You will, it's almost as bad, if not as worse, as defrauding on or going defunct on a student loan. Don't do it. Pay them things first, and then you can live. 5 years, upwards to 20 years for this crime. Oh my goodness. You're going to be eating some nasty food. Keep trying to tell you about that food. All right, let's see what we got here. 60 months, 1,825 days, 2 million price check, 2,628,000 minutes, and 43,800 hours. That is 5 years. Now, if you owe a lot of money, you keep being repetitive, and they trying to tell you, pay your taxes next time. You gone. A lot of people get 3 to 5 year penalties. All right? And if you about to pay them, whatever, they might give you 1 year. You know, the Fed's pretty good at that. As long as you be giving that money, you be paying them, you file your stuff. Don't play. Always have time. They give you from January 30th. That's when everybody should have it by law. Everybody has to have their W-2s, all their forms out. And they should be in your mailbox no less than, you might get one a little early, you might get one a little late. But it's right, 7 days after the 30th of January, and then you have a week prior to the 30th of January. Somewhere along in that 2-week period, you going to have your statements. Get your taxes done. Oh, I'll get it done later. That's only because they gave it to April 15th. Get them done now. When it hits your head, get them done. Okay? And if you don't, for some odd reason, please do get an extension. That might cost you $10, $15. Some places $25. I don't know. All right? I do's mine. All right? But you don't get to blame it on mommy and daddy. You make the money, you must file the taxes. Okay? You playing big boy game here. 20 years is 240 months, 7,300 days. Big price check. 10,512,000 minutes. And that's 175,200 hours. Yes, there are people in for 20 years because they are repeat offenders. They don't seem to get it right. They make all that money and they don't want to pay their taxes, or they go off somewhere else, or they blame someone. Oh, my CPA, you know, my tax accountant. I don't know what in the world he did with the work. I can't find him where he died, and I just all got all discouraged. Whatever lie you want to twist, it's not cool. Pay your taxes. Be an American. All right? Listen, there's a reason why there's a law for tax evasion. Because it hurts people. Anything that hurts a person, there is a law, I guarantee you, with somebody been injured, hurt, maimed, crippled, death occurred, all right? Property was taken. Property was stolen. There was an intent to. Okay? Understand that. A law was written. Penalties. So they didn't sit around and think up this stuff. Okay? These are actual acts that went on. And they refused to let it keep going on because they want America to be decent and wholesome. Which it should be. It really should be. Okay? Nobody wants rats and roaches and people spitting up and laying in the streets. What? You want that? Now, I grew up around it. I said, do you want it? Because the first time I know most teens, they see it, oh, no. Right. And if you ain't going to date the person, think if you had everybody was laying up in the street, you had to marry one of them fools? Excuse me. If I stepped on any toes. But that's foolish if you want to lay on the concrete filled with alcohol and drugs, scabs, you know, all up in your face, and ants on you and roaches on you, and mice might be nibbling on you at night, or your shoes or your clothes. And you know, mice, they urinate and poop as they walk. A lot of other creatures do. And you're laying on that ground. It may look clean. It's nasty. Microbacteria. Not good, y'all. Alright? So there's coughs that you can get, sinusitis. It's hard to get rid of. So that's why you want a nice, clean, wholesome life. And you sit up, they're not giving you any medication. People come in prison sick. No, they give you a checkup before you go in there. Now, when you get a little checkup, a lot of people haven't had them. And people are sick in prison. And you might get sick. Nobody's coming to your rescue. There's no medications. Because, see, they can't allow that stuff. Because people hold it and take it all at once to commit suicide. So they can't really hand it out at all. All right? No aspirins for your headaches, for your toothaches. There's no dentist. What are you talking about? Prison is not normal life. You suffer, and you suffer the more for what you've done. Don't do it. I keep saying, just like that. I point it right. Don't do it. Put it right at you. Penalty for tax evasion, damages that occurred and occurred. starting at $100,000 and up, plus cost of court. What can you do with $100,000? What can you do with it? A conspiracy charge can be added to most cases, which increases or may double your sentence. Do not do this thing. All right? Don't do it. That's lesson number 65. I'm going to tell you, there's people incarcerated that will share your toothbrush, and their mouths are nasty. Nasty. And if they don't like you, how would you like to go for a year without ever brushing your teeth? Because somebody took your toothbrush, or somebody punched you in your mouth, and you got a scar, and they dare you to tell it. When the guards come by, what happened to you? Of course he or she going to ask, what happened to you? I got to take a report on it. No, I failed. We need to get you to the infirmary. Have that looked at. You sure you failed? Yeah. You're going to have every regret in the world for being there. That's just like that. Prisons and jails, juvenile detentions is the bottom. The bottom. You can only come up if you decide to go to the bottom for whatever reason. If you decide, so please don't do that. Don't ruin your life. You have so much ahead of you. Okay, try to lead the cleanest life you could possibly live. Live it. Live it. If for some reason you can't help yourself, you better go find a nice church and believe in something other than what's going on around you. Don't believe in crime. This got its penalties and its fines. And I'm showing you right here, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not lying to you. Look at all that. Go look in the book. Go look at everything. Look on the internet. Find the stuff. And you better find, like I found it, and make sure that it's the basis. If you find it in your state, that's cool. But it's not going to be, let me tell you this. It's not going to be, I designed all of this like a quick lesson. But let me tell you this right now. If you go to Georgia, it's going to be similar. Okay? It still has the same meaning. Like murder, it still has the same meaning. It might be different words. It's still the same meaning. All right? They're not playing with you. All right? Let's move on to trafficking, because we're going to get into the drug thing now. Since everybody want to talk about drugs. We're going to get into trafficking. Next going to be drug manufacturing, DWI, then possession, then drug tools. Oh, hold on now. Then drug use, then drug selling, and then we're going to talk about a little smuggling. Okay? And we're going to talk about concealed weapons and weapons charge. You see that? All of that belongs together. That's why I said, do not hop around and go abandoned property and what that got to do with weapons charge, and what does that have to do with trafficking, and what does that have to do with plotting. Just stay with me now. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. These lessons get real short. Okay? All right, guys. What do you say we move on to lesson number 66? All right? Trafficking. Trafficking what? Trafficking anything is wrong. You guys are smart. And I know it, and your teachers know it too. Everybody around you know that you're bright. Now we're going to make you wise. This is wisdom. Wisdom is knowing right from wrong. And this is wisdom. I'm teaching you. If no one else taught you before, I'm going to teach you. Okay? And I'm going to keep going and going and going. I'm using all my free time. I could be partying somewhere. But I'm right here with you. Got a lot of work to do, guys. All right. Peace out. Bye.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down.